Hello. Okay, I'm doing a 2-month kind of video, April and May. April was a little, I don't want to say weird. I just didn't film. It wasn't things that I thought I needed to film. I did my sketches. I kind of did a piece of art. It's a shirt. But, but really it's just different than what I've been trying to do, where it's like my sketchbooks, maybe some random stuff, and like a final art piece. But before April, I had planned to do eclipse art. I think we were in the like 90% coverage path. And I saw anywhere from like 90, 95, 99. I don't know what it was, somewhere in there. Decent coverage, I think. And I was going to do that as my art piece. I did in 2017, I saw like a full eclipse. I did like these very simple, just like little moons on a piece of paper, and then I would go outside and check them, like check where the moon was and covering the sun, and then I would replicate that on the paper. It's a very simple piece of art, but I love it still to this day. I think it's such a cool idea. And I knew that, I was not going to be able to capture it with any of my cameras. So I was like, I'm not even going to try. I'm just going to draw them. So I was hoping to do something similar this year with not quite complete eclipse, full eclipse, but still document it because I think it's cool. So now 2024, I went outside, and I think even the day before I knew that it was supposed to be clouds and potentially rain. I was like, maybe I can still see something. This very first clip, before anything is even supposed to be covered, is the best I have. And I did go out there every single time, documented it with the camera, because it's not like I could see anything with my little glasses to go inside and, draw my little circles. Yeah, that was not going to happen, so I filmed each time. I never saw anything, so that art piece was kind of not going to happen. I think in this first clip there is something there. Like, is that the sun and that's the moon? I don't know. Like, that's like the closest I have. And that actually was like inspired like one of my sketches for the month. And this sketch, I do not like it at all. I don't know. Okay, this is like nearly 2 months later, and I'm like, what are those white lines that I drew in there? Because this is looking like static or something, or lightning. I have no idea. It doesn't look like lightning. It looks awful. I'm usually not that harsh, but I'm like, what did you draw? This looks terrible amongst all these cute, simple little sketches you did. But anyway, it happens. It's okay. I'm just like, why did I draw that? So I did a few other things. They weren't really filmable, they were things for other people. So I didn't really want to put them in here because they weren't for myself. And, but I did make this shirt. Well, it's kind of like, I wanted to make this kind of shirt for a long time, but I've never like gone out and bought like the yard or a couple yards of fabric. I picked out some buttons. These are some buttons I've had for a long time, so I was excited to use them. I also did like these loops, but I did not do that correctly. I should have done them on the front side of the fabric, but then I also don't think that would have worked, because if I wanted to wear it open, it would have like these, not super cute loops. If I could have made the loops look good, it probably would have been fine, but I did not. I just made sure that they were attached. So yeah, I think they're fine. I mostly just wear it open, honestly. And yeah, it works well because I can just like tuck the loops in. I probably need to just take them off because I won't use them. But yeah, I think this thing is cute. It's all that matters. It's very comfortable. And so I'm happy with that, but that's pretty much my art piece for the month because that's all I have to show you. So, May. Let's move on to May. The cicadas came out, and I am very excited. I love cicadas. I love the sound they make. It is so just fun to listen to. They're everywhere, and I love like when you get near one and it jumps up and it screams in your face. That sounds so stupid. I think that is the most hilarious thing. But yeah, anytime I go outside, they're like trying to climb in my hair, they're on your clothes. I heard someone like open their mouth and they like flew in their mouth. I'm like, yeah, that sounds like a cicada. But yeah, so I'm having fun with the cicadas. I don't know how long they're supposed to last, but I've been like recording the sound. I bought the microphone I'm using right now just to record their sound, and it didn't really work the first time that I did it. I'll have to try again with the microphone because it's like it cancels like the background sound out, and I thought that would work, but it canceled out the cicadas and captured the wind. So I might not be able to record them with the microphone. I did record them a couple times with my phone, which is how I usually record my audio, and so I have that sound, so I'm pretty happy, but I am going to keep going because I want lots of the sound of them because they're so cool. Before I even did my sketches, I knew they had to be like the focus of my art for the month. And so yeah, my sketches that I did, just, some cicada poses and some plants. I did plant boxes, and I planted a bunch of tomatoes and just different peppers. Those are what I tend to have the best luck with. So I was like, we're just gonna do those exclusively. And so yeah, there I have those going. And so I kind of drew them a little bit, and then some random plant there. I don't know what that is, but yeah, it was just something. Yeah, my sketches and then the art. So I wanted to play with my gouache. I say play with because I've used it like 3 times in my life, and this is probably one of those times. And I'm not very good at it, but we're still gonna. So I was like, I know I have gouache somewhere. I found, was it? It's like 5 colors. I found 5 of these very, very, very small tubes, and that were very old. They were okay for the primary colors. I think the black was okay also, but the white was non-existent. It was powder. It was chalk. I ended up cutting off the end, and it is just nothing but powder in there. And luckily enough, it was pretty broken up. So I'm like, gouache, it's reactivatable. That's probably not the best word I could use, but you can liven it up again. So I put that in one of my little pots and did that. It worked. I mean, it worked. It is chunky, and honestly, if they were all chunky, it could have been because they were all old. It's fine. I mean, with how matte it gets, the chunks don't really distract at all. I don't think, especially if you're like scanning something. Like, I love how matte it is. Like, I love matte paint. If everything could just be matte, that would be fantastic. And like pictures too. Like, that's been my preference for so long. Like, the second they came out, like 20 or so years ago, I was like, yes, matte photos. I don't have to worry about a glare. Perfection. But yeah, my little cicada art here. It was pretty simple to do, did the sketch. I'm trying to not think too much about what I'm doing. Just make the art, okay? I make so little art, practically non-existent. Like, why do I even call myself an artist? Because I'm like thinking about it too much. Like, okay, there's all these steps that I have to do to get it done, to make it perfect, flawless, whatever. Nope, 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 not doing it, not doing it. I just do this guy's body and painted it in. I painted a background color and started drawing in some details. I actually did use a pencil here. It's like an oil-based pencil, I think. And it was not working. I don't know that you can layer stuff on top of gouache. So yeah, I tried that, and then I started seeing like white flakes, and I'm like, bro, what is white? Like, my paint is not white, the paper is not white. Where's the white coming from? I think it's like the little specks from the white paint that I I cannot think of the word that I made liquidy again. But yeah, so that did not work. So no little details with a pencil. So I just went in with like some little like flecks with the black, just make a little bit of dimension there. And yeah, I love how the body is a little bit more detailed, defined, like the curves and whatnot of the body, and then the wings are just flat. As much as I wanted to make a picture of a cicada, paint a picture of a cicada, and I wanted to use paint, like that was like, I just wanted to paint so bad. I was like, these wings are insanely detailed, and I was like, how is that gonna work? Well, you know what I did? I just used two colors. I did a base layer, and then I just drew a few other lines, and the wings are my favorite part of this. They're beautiful. I love them. I love how simple they are. I think this entire thing is just cute and fun, and it's a cicada. That's all that matters. I had fun with that. I guess that's all I have to say, really. That is my April and May for you. I'm going to go listen to the cicadas, and that's all. Okay, bye.